Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the All Aces podcast. And today we have a very catch-up episode because it's been super long. I would say there's been so much stuff the past 2 to 4 weeks that have been going on that we've been dying to come back on here, dying to tell you guys and talk about, get your opinion on it. But before we get into it, we have a very special, I don't even want to say guest, right? It's not a guest at this point because he's been here
He's
since
part of the fucking family.
literally day one. He's not a guest at all. But it's very important because have you guys ever watched those Lucha Libre? Have you guys watched Lucha Libre? Nacho Libre. And they finally do the face reveal. And it's Jack Black.
I've never seen the movie.
Okay.
I'm honest to God, I've
Have
never
you really
seen.
never seen
I've never seen.
Nacho Libre, never.
I've never
Okay.
seen it.
Okay, it's like the Rey Mysterio unmasked.
You kind of ruined the face
I'm
reveal.
not even into WWE, bro.
Okay, let me just do the face reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on camera, here we go. First time, producer, sound guy, Mr. Mark Mendoza.
Number 1 draft pick.
Dude, you really do look like Fernando Mendoza.
No, I don't. I was looking at the guy. I do not. No.
Well, you know, if you were to
He
tell
has
me
like
you
a
were
very like
if you're like,
triangle face, and he's also in a trash organization.
well, let me
so-
tell you this though. I could like if somebody said that's Mark's cousin, I would believe it.
You have the same nose, you have the same eyes, and you have the same
Last name,
hair.
No.
Bro.
That is twins.
No, we do not.
Bro,
we
put
do
the
not.
fucking
No.
phone next to his face right now.
He has rosy cheeks.
Take your glasses off real quick.
You just put the camera put it next to him, Mondo. Let him hold it.
What do
No.
you guys think at home? Does Mark look like
But just
Fernando
put aside,
Mendoza?
but no, I do not. No.
They have the same last name, by the way. Mark Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza.
They have the same
Could be
aura.
brothers.
Long lost brothers.
But we're happy to have a camera finally for Mr. Mark Mendoza. He's been behind the keys, making sure the sound sounds right. And believe it or not, by the way, we've done podcasts in the wildest spots, in the loudest spots as well. We've done one in front of the gym, in front of Brick House, and it was super loud. Mark makes sure on the back end that it sounds really nice. You can't hear anything
He's
in
a
the
wizard.
background. So with that being said, on the topic of Fernando Mendoza, we recently went to Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're not going to talk about too much about the Raiders, but we went to Las Vegas for a very huge event supporting Team Zerto out there. Went there on, Thursday?
Thursday.
Tell them about it. How was it?
Dude, you know what? I know a lot of people are saying that Vegas is dead. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but on TikTok, prior to us going over there, there was like a lot of fuzz, a lot of chatter on the internet talking about how Vegas is dead. People complaining like about a bunch of shit, right? Like Vegas is expensive, whatever. But we showed up to Vegas, and that's probably been the most poppin' I've seen Vegas in a long time. And now we go to Vegas a few times a year, I think. It's just an Academy West insurance spot. We have our famous trip there. If you know, you know. And then sometimes there's always something going on over there where we find our way going to Vegas. But besides the city being Las Vegas and being poppin', also to the new guitar is almost done. It's almost done being built. It looks fucking crazy on the strip. Like literally the body of a guitar.
Vegas is always Vegas, though.
Vegas is
I
always
I really don't understand that claim about people saying that Vegas is dead, Vegas is dying. There was so many people. We got
crazy.
there on a Thursday night, by the way, and
At 3:30 a.m.
3:30 a.m.
cracking.
popping. Tons of people walking around the hotel, walking around the street. And then the very next day, obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But even on Monday, I would argue. Like
Yeah,
Sunday
Monday was
night, Monday, every single day we were there. Granted, it was Morgan Wallen was there. We had the fight night was there. There was a lot of stuff going on. But it was tons of people around there.
It was fun, dude. Vegas is always a poppin' ass fucking time. But you know, in terms of the fight, going to the fight, I think the coolest part leading up to the fight was the fact that, you know, you shared a screenshot of one of the group chats of many years ago when me and Ant first started the insurance gig. To get some more clients, we did this. It was Canelo was fighting at the
This
time.
was 7 years ago, by the way.
7 years ago, yeah. Canelo was fighting Cinco de Mayo weekend, same fucking weekend, right? Because the memories popped up on Facebook, and we were doing a
Gave away a pack of carne asada,
Yes.
and we said we would pay the pay-per-view to watch Canelo.
yeah. So it was like it was super rinky dink giveaway. Like we were in partner with No Carniceria. We were not partnered with fucking The Zone or whoever it was at the time, but we literally just made a video saying like, hey, you know, get a quote, enter to win for a chance to win. I think we bought like 10 pounds of like carne asada. It was like something crazy, dude.
Actually, I think we still have the video, or we still have the picture. We got to find it.
Yeah, we gotta find that.
And Dan is next to the client who picked up the carne asada, and it's just a bag. So if you know, by the way, if you know ball and you're Hispanic, you're Mexican, you know the carne asada. How do you say it?
Carniceria.
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 If you go to a really good one, they don't give you a plastic bag that's a normal white bag. They give you either a red bag or a blue bag. And
yeah.
once you see the meat in the red or the blue bag, you know right away the meat's about to be off the hook. So you can
Yep.
see the blue bag in there. Dan's holding it up. I think he even printed out a little sign that says Canelo giveaway winner.
Yeah.
And he's standing with the client, a random client that we have at Academy West. And that's what we did 7 years ago. And it popped up the memory. And fast forward now, like you were getting to, is that we were partnering up with the fighter Zurdo Ramirez in the main event, Cinco de Mayo weekend at the T-Mobile Arena, the biggest stage, arguably one of the biggest fights of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I would say it's like a worldwide stage. It was pretty cool. So leading up to the fight, we're sitting there on the floor seats. So you get to meet a lot of cool people. There was oh my God, there were so many people. There was like Ryan Garcia, Mike Tyson,
Streamer Oblivion was
Oblivion was there. There was like a ton of people there. So it was really cool. We got to take a picture with Oblivion. So it was fucking cool. But honestly, the moment that we're anticipating the most was because we made it on Zurdo's shorts, right? We were on the shorts of the guy. So we were like, when the walkout was coming out, we were super excited to see like where we were going to be at, because sometimes the camera cuts off, sometimes it shows it. So honestly, I think a very surreal moment for all of us there, for Team Academy West was there, was when the walkout started and you get to see the fucking logo on the shorts. And in the stadium, it's crazy because you can see from the earth seats, you can see Zurdo coming out, but on the screen, they play the feed that's playing on the fucking worldwide broadcast. And you could see it. And at that moment, we all kind of looked at each other and were like, oh, shit. Like, so it was the coolest shit in the world just to see our brand at that stage, especially having been, we've always been into the combat sports, I would say. And going from that rinky-dink Canelo giveaway that we did, that was just like very ill put together, to doing the cool shit that we did with Zurdo, man. It was fucking cool, dude. It was like the culmination
growing up,
of that
we gave away the subscription to watch the fight.
Yeah.
We didn't watch the fight. We watched it on, what was it, the First Row
Stream
Sports
East,
or
First
Stream
Row,
East?
yeah.
We definitely didn't even pay for the subscription because we couldn't do it back then. So now fast forward a couple years later to be able to partner with one of the biggest fighters in the world, especially one of the biggest Mexican fighters in the world, that's champion. It was the coolest thing ever. And, win or loss, whatever, draw, whatever it is, we're always still Team Zurdo.
100%.
Till the freaking end, man. But it was a great freaking time. It was great. And honestly, we couldn't have partnered up with a better freaking guy to do that for the first time ever. It was freaking so cool.
Yeah, so the fight, it was really cool. And then of course, Vegas is Vegas after the fight. After the fight, it was, it was what it was. And then we went out and we enjoyed the city, dude. In Vegas, there's a lot of shit to do in Vegas, and there's a lot of good places to eat in Vegas. But I know I went to one spot that it's not too much about the food, it's about the show. But AP, he's a New Yorkan at heart, and is that what they call him, New Yorkans?
I think so.
New Yorkan at heart. He's a fucking Ninja Turtle.
What's the word, Mark?
Ghetto.
Wow. The crazy thing is, now you guys are able to see his facial expressions. That is the thing you guys have been missing. Because the little pop-ups that Mondo's been doing do not do Mark justice at all.
Dude.
Not even one bit.
So yeah, he's definitely New York. He went out
ghetto,
to
apparently. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he went to ghetto New York, dude. And there's the famous restaurant Fort Charles. We've talked about it before, but there is a sister company, right? You put me on game. I didn't even know this was a thing in Vegas, but there's a sister company in Vegas.
The parent company or the holding company, something like that. They own the same restaurant together. So they own Fort Charles. I believe they own a couple other ones. Monkey Bar in New York. That's another big one as well. There's one more that we've been to. They have similar burgers. But yeah, long story short, they opened up a restaurant called Bavette's in Las Vegas. And Bavette's as well, I think the original one is in Chicago. Really good, really famous, world-renowned spot. And they opened it up in Las Vegas. So really hard to get reservations. But, the reservations, not having reservations is not an excuse to not get into a restaurant. I'll tell you that right now. There's always a way to get in as long as you have the gift of RIZZ. You got to have some RIZZ in reservation. I'm not talking about dating. I'm not talking about flirting or anything like that. I'm talking about the gift of RIZZ in reservations.
What's your go-to trick?
Yeah, how do you RIZZ it?
I don't want to disclose that, bro, because then they're not going to get. I'm not going to get my reservation.
Here, name for the reservations, sir. Oh, it's the RIZZ.
You know what I have done a couple of times? I just walk up and I say I have reservations.
Just assume it.
I assume it, yeah. And then I say, hey, reservations for 2. I have it for this time. And then natural. Okay, well, can you show it to me? I don't see you right here. Really? You don't? It should be right here. Let me check my phone. And then I pull up my phone and you start looking. You got to really sell it. You start pulling out your phone. And if you really want to be cover your tracks and you're like, man, I don't know if I'm that good of an actor, you book a reservation for the following week or 2 weeks later for the same exact day, same exact time.
So like if you were going on a Tuesday, you book it for the Tuesday 2 weeks out.
And you can be like, oh my gosh, I booked, my wife booked this thing. And you could blame it on your wife if you want.
That's
but,
crazy.
We booked this thing about a month ago and we must have booked the wrong date. It's horrible. But if you can't find a reservation, then you just say, oh, I had my assistant book it before we left town, and it should be in there. I can't find the email. Are you sure it's not in there? Can I give you my phone number, my email? And you just keep going down the line, and you just keep pushing and pushing until eventually, I guarantee you, there will be a look of the host where they just kind of start to get fed up, where they're like, we're not getting rid of this guy. This guy's staying here. Either he's moving in or we got to get him a table. So eventually they say, okay, well, we'll give you on the standby list. Once you get on the standby list, then you can get in.
Yeah, and also too, I feel like because how the servers work off of sections. There's always an extra table in this section. It's just sometimes they don't want to do it. I get it. You want to keep exclusivity of like the restaurant. So, but how was the food there though? Because Fort Charles is like a legendary fucking
It was good.
spot.
It wasn't great.
Okay.
I'm honest. It was good, but it was nowhere near Fort Charles. It was nowhere near Monkey Bar in New York. Nowhere near the French dip. I got a French dip. And I also got their burger with thick sliced bacon and the egg in there.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, thick sliced bacon. So.
I know the first time that you really emphasized that thick.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got the I can't even say it now. I got that. I got what Danny wants me to say. That's what I got. And
Bro, shy.
It was good. That's crazy. So the French dip was good. It didn't have amazing flavor. I thought it was a little salty for my liking. It wasn't like chef's kiss like it was at Fort Charles. Same exact thing for the burger. Here's a letdown on the burger. Whenever you go to Fort Charles in New York, you have a waiter that puts on a white glove. Picture Michael Jackson.
I was just saying.
Or O.J. Simpson. One or the other.
Okay.
We'll do Michael Jackson.
Wait, the glove didn't fit though?
No. Picture Michael Jackson. He
Glove
puts
don't
on the
fit.
glove. He has a white glove on, and he cuts the burger and everything for you. So what he'll do is we'll pop up a video for you guys, but he pulls open the burger. He slices the yolk with a very fine tip of the knife where the yolk starts running down on the burger, and then he closes it. Boom. It's a whole show. They didn't do that at all here.
You know what?
I was disappointed.
I will say the thing about Vegas and the food scene, it's a little bit tricky because you have a lot of big names, and obviously the prices that some of these places, the big names charge, it's hefty. It's a fine dining experience. I will say this, so as far as like the food quality goes, I feel like there's a lot of good spots in Vegas. The food is in a lot of spots, a lot of the high name spots. The food is very good, but I think there's very few spots that have great food in Vegas. But by the same token, there's other spots that are known more for the experiences where the food is still very good, but you kind of more go there for like the experience itself. So,
what I will tell you is, although Bavest didn't live up to my expectations, the hype that I thought it was going to, what did live up to the expectations is Carbone Riviera. We went to Carbone Riviera, and
same thing, by the way. Let me tell you a story on the reservations,
Okay.
right? This guy, this motherfucker AP, he'll make up things sometimes. So he was, before we left on the trip, like a week before we left on the trip, because we had all been wanting to try this, right? This guy's like, oh yeah, I got reservations. Yeah, they're for
I
like,
tried it in New York.
they're
I
like-
hyped it up a lot.
yeah, he's been hyping it up. And like Carbone, right? Drake talks about it, everybody. Now, okay, I get it. It's not the same Carbone, like whatever. It's the one in Vegas, same shit. But it's all right. We wanted to try it because even this Carbone in Vegas had good reviews. Anyways, so this guy says, like we've talked about before, he's a food guy. He books all of our dining experiences every time we go anywhere. So he tells everybody, yes, I have a reservation for 10:30 p.m. on, what was it, Sunday night, right? So it was Sunday night. And I told Bram, like, you know what, we'll check in with him because I don't think he has a reservation. But here's the thing, he's going to get us in because Spirit was like stressed out, like, oh, well, should we
Because I
get
think
food
what you
right
guys
now?
did is you guys looked up, and if you look up on Carbone Riviera, there are 0
So
reservations.
yeah, you can't. If you
for
like,
months.
if you're gonna go to Vegas this weekend, you can't book it. Like, you would have to be going to Vegas right now is May 9th. So you would have to go to Vegas maybe like in September to like have a reservation to go to Carbone Riviera. So they are booked the fuck out for like forever and a half. I will say that. And so Britt was kind of like, oh, well, like, should we eat? Like, because it's at 10:30 p.m. And I was like, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't even think he has a fucking reservation at 10:30 p.m. I think we're just going to try to walk in. And she was like, are you sure? Like, he's usually pretty. I'm like, no, like, I know him. Like, he he doesn't have a reservation, but we are gonna get us in earlier than 10:30 p.m. And sure enough, we didn't have a reservation. And so whatever, we went around our day, and he went to Carbone, and I wasn't there yet. I pulled up. The taxi was a little bit later, but by the time I got to Carbone, guess where this motherfucker was? He was sitting down. We were getting ready to. We just walked right in, and mind you, when I got there, there was hella people waiting. Like, this is not like a place where there was not like it was a busy day. It was basically lunch or dinner service for on a Sunday, but there was hella people at the lobby waiting. And so I just walked into the Bellagio, whatever, and then went straight into the table. And then I see this guy. He's sitting down with like the biggest grin, his $1 million smile. Hey, and he goes like this: "Never doubt AP, bro. Never doubt AP." And I was like, "Bro, I never doubted you, to be honest with you. I'm just glad we got in, dude."
That's a true story.
That's the story. But now to the food though. The food.
Yeah. That's your story. But to the food. Yeah, we have to get over. Yeah, so. Just don't do it too much. If you do it too much, we're going to catch on to me. So I got another trick up my sleeve. Maybe on the 100th episode, I'll teach you guys that one. But we'll save that one. But the food.
Gives it up.
I will tell you, it is extremely good. It came extremely close to the one in New York, and it was great. We got the spicy rigatoni, I believe it is, or the spicy vodka. Whatever one Drake references in a song, that's one we got.
Yeah, we got spicy vodka or whatever. Spicy rigatoni.
We got that one. We also got the Wagyu. So whatever steak has the Wagyu in there, we got that one. Came out, cooked perfectly. Make sure you don't get it medium rare. Don't get it rare. Don't be a weirdo. Get it medium well. Have a little crisp on the end of it. Make sure you're eating an actual freaking steak and you're not eating something that's still alive.
Medium rare, brother.
I will say that. What's the best way to have steak, by the way?
I like medium rare.
Medium rare.
So here's the thing. On the bigger cuts of meat, if you get a medium rare, every single food place, no matter how high in they are, they're gonna bring them, and it's gonna be a little like, for example, if you get a T-bone, it's gonna come out rare if you order a medium rare. So you have to order a little temp lower to come out the temp that you actually want it. On the smaller cuts, so like the New York strip or the filet mignon, like that one you could order to temp, but it's gonna come out to the temp you ordered at a good establishment. For me though, like the ribeyes, the T-bones, the tomahawks, it's like kind of all the same shit. Medium rare is the way to go, dude. I get medium rare. I think it's making my mouth. Actually, I had a steak before I came here, and I cooked it medium rare.
When I was a kid and I didn't care about my steak's flavor, I used to order medium rare all day long. When I wanted just to be chewy and have something to chew in my mouth, that's what I got. But when I grew up and became an adult and started ordering for myself at restaurants, I started ordering myself medium well. Not well done. Medium well. Because if you go to a nice restaurant and they know how to cook steak, a medium well is the perfect, absolutely perfect mix. From still being able to chew it. It's not absolutely freaking cooked like it is on well done. It's great. It has charbroiled ends, a little bit crispiness to it. But in the inside, in the middle, it's tender. It almost tastes like, picture this, close your eyes. You're having a barbecue, carne asada, and you close the grill. You have it closed for 12 hours. And it's just tender meat. That's how it tastes. So,
but 12-hour carne asada? What are you talking about right now?
Dude,
that's beef jerky, dude.
I'm talking about the actual.
Yeah.
Best way, medium.
That's the same thing I get. Medium well, medium same thing.
So you get medium well.
You get medium well,
or it's a higher temp.
But
I'm in between both your guys.
Mark gets medium freaking TV dinners that are frozen. He has to warm up.
AP thinks McDonald's is medium well. So,
anyways, I'll tell you, I did have some steak sauce or ketchup with my steak, with the Wagyu steak at the Carbone. It was great. I'll tell you, if you've never had ketchup with your steak, you haven't grown up yet. And you have to try it. Your taste buds are not there.
Wait, aren't you talking about medium well providing flavor? Why do you need ketchup?
Dude, I honestly it's great. I'm feeling like I was watching this happen and I was just like in disgust. I like the waiter, they call him the captain there at the Carbone. The fucking captain came by and he looked at me and then he looked at Anthony's plate dipping the steak in ketchup. Then he looked at me and I was just like, I just gave him this. You know, it is what he was like. Okay, he understood what that meant. You know,
it's just when you go to these spots, you go there for the experience. You go there and you pay so much money for these dinners where it's a fine diner. You should get exactly what you want. If you like mayonnaise on your freaking tacos and you go to a fine dining, get the mayonnaise on the tacos. If you like ketchup on everything and you're at a fine dining spot,
freak Bob shit.
Get ketchup on everything. Even if they don't have it at the table, you request it because you know why? You are the captain of your ship at a fine dining restaurant. You should be able to get your food whatever way you want. That's my opinion.
I don't disagree with that. I think it's disgusting. I will say that. But Beyond that, though, everything else was really good. And then they're famously known for the Caesar salad.
Oh,
So the Caesar salad,
good.
ooh,
I don't even like salad. I don't like greens, but the Caesar salad here,
Yeah.
table side, good.
It's crazy. And then they had one of the things though that was kind of new. It was they had, or at least new for me, they had like this anchovies, but it's not like the rinky-dink slimy ones you get from the can. They're fire. They're like kind of like
You know, Caesar's made with anchovies, right? No sardines.
the sauce,
the
that's why.
dressing?
So they make the dressing and all that
like
stuff
you.
right there, and then that's why they give you the sardines. But they're alive though. They're like, well, they're not alive, but they're like, they're the.
They look alive. They literally
They
have
do
their
look alive, though.
eyeballs in there still. I can see their
Yeah,
heads.
so it's like the little fish here. But honestly, it's really good. You put it on there. The guy comes through. He makes it in front of you. Gets the cheese, the whole 9 yards. Now the best part though of the Carbone Riviera at the Bellagio is like if depending on the table that you get, right, you could see the water fountain. The Bellagio has the famous fountains. So they have two spots. They have the outdoor dining, which that one is even crazier to get into. And then they have the indoor dining. But even through the indoor dining, they have like these massive windows where you can like see the water show. So as you're like talking, having dinner or whatever, like the fountain goes off every few minutes, whatever the fucking case is. But so honestly, it was badass.
Don't skip dessert, by the way.
Ooh, that's what I was gonna get into next. Right?
Yes, the
Crazy
dessert. They had what was it, like a chocolate? It was a chocolate mousse cake or something with chocolate. Whatever the chocolate dessert is, get that one.
Fire.
We also got the tiramisu. Tiramisu is really
Fire.
good. Some places can mess up tiramisu and it's not good at all. This spot knows how to make a good tiramisu. Tastes
was gas.
chocolatey, tastes sweet. It doesn't taste bitter like alcoholic flavor sometimes. It doesn't have that. Another thing that was also good, highlight, that also is really good just to put on a show, is their sorbet platter that they have that comes with a bunch of fruits. That was extremely good.
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
What they do is they get an actual fruit. So, for example, they have a blood orange. They gut the blood orange, and they make the actual sorbet from that blood orange. It's crazy. And then what they do is once they have the sorbet ready to go, they put it back in the actual shell of the blood orange or the coconut or the pear or the kiwi or the melon. Oh, the melon was fire. And you're actually eating that sorbet out of the initial fruit that you had it in. It's crazy.
And it comes out looking crazy. It was honestly, it was gas. Like the sorbet was like crazy. But yeah, for sure, don't skip dessert. The only thing I didn't get to try that I always try whenever I go to like this Italian American spots is the affogato. It's just like the espresso, the ice cream with espresso. So I gotta try it next time. We'll save it for next time.
But Carbone Riviera in Las Vegas, 10 out of 10 recommend. Would you recommend?
100%. Service, honestly, the service is great too.
Whenever you go to a nice restaurant, I would say service is 6 to 8 out of 10 of the actual restaurant experience. If you have a bad waiter, your food doesn't taste good.
No. And they got a no ball too. It's kind of cool when they put you on because you'll ask them a question and they kind of go into the lore of the dish. So yeah, shout out to the homie at Carbone.
How do you guys rank the top 3 for Vegas restaurants now? Because you guys are adding more to the list.
Ooh, that's good. So
I'd say
Top 3, like is that peaking top 3 now? Has it moved up? Like has it knocked anything down?
I would say so. So I would say my top 3 in no particular order are Bazaar Meats by Jose Andres. That is an experience. Then I would definitely say Carbone. Carbone's in there. And what else would I say? What's the third one? Where else have we been? What's the third one?
honestly, I would say Golden Steer.
Oh, Golden
classic.
Steer number 3.
Yeah.
That is fire.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was a great experience. The food, we don't miss. As long as I'm controlling the boat here, Dan said they call the waiter the captain. They call AP the captain when it comes down to food recommendations. I didn't get scammed with that. But what I did get scammed with in Las Vegas is not gambling, but on the freaking Lucky Box. If you've ever heard of the Lucky Box in Las
Gambling.
Vegas,
It's gambling.
It is, yeah.
is a
It's
form
like
of
I was telling him it's kind of like the packs when you buy like a box like in like Overwatch or like any video game where you don't know what you're gonna get, but you just pay for like it's like a FIFA Ultimate Team
CS:GO
pack,
case.
bro. Yeah, it's a
dude,
FIFA
Lucky
Ultimate Team pack.
Box in Las Vegas, I got fleeced. And the guy before me, he got even more fleeced. I felt bad for this guy. I wanted to follow him back to his hotel room just to make sure he was okay. Because this guy, oh my gosh, I'll tell you. Lucky Box, if you don't know what Lucky Box in Las Vegas is, it is a vending machine where you can buy a signed autograph jersey, NFL jersey, any types of sports jersey. You can also buy Pokemon cards, higher level cards. There's tons of stuff you can get. I specifically got the autographed sports memorabilia. So it could have been any type of jersey.
But to clarify though, yes, you're buying the jersey, but you're buying like a drop essentially. But you don't know what you're gonna get.
You know who it is.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get. You just pay for the tier, or like, hey, if you pay $600, this guarantees a signed jersey. But you could have, it was like a bum.
$20 jersey.
Yeah, dude.
We had like a Russell Wilson Raider jersey.
Thing, but okay. So literally, but on that topic, I'll tell you, there's two different tiers that I saw. There was the gold tier that was around $280 plus tax, and then there was a platinum tier that was $500. Two different tiers, or maybe $600. I want to say, platinum was $600. The gold tier was closer to $300, but I think it was around $280. Okay, two different tiers. The gentleman before me bought a gold tier. You want to guess what jersey he got?
I remember because you told me it was like Golden. No, Golden from the Packers.
Yeah, Matthew Golden, or Michael Golden from the Packers. He's not a scrub, right? But he's definitely not a $300 jersey where you're expecting to get. No disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah, it's just.
But that's what he got. So in my head, I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to pay $300 to get a jersey like that. I'm going to do the platinums, pay $600 because for sure, if I do a platinum one, I'm for sure going to get a legend, right? Maybe Joe Montana, maybe some Shaq. Maybe a Kobe Bryant.
Well, that's the appeal, of the lucky box is that you can have a lot of upside. Where you can spend $600, but potentially you get something that's worth 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times the $600 drop.
So I walked myself there, put my card information in. I did a platinum one. I was super excited. By Christmas, I shook the box and everything. And then when I pulled it out, I got a Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City signed autographed jersey. And I don't know. I just don't know basketball like that, so maybe it could be a super big hit, and I just don't know.
Well, right now his value's going down, bro, because he joined the SGA flop party, bro. That's what I've heard.
So I paid $600. The guy at the card shop, I don't know if he was trying to fleece me, but he said he could buy it for $180. So I'm down.
So she took it into like how like to get appraised or like what?
I took it in to try to resell it, and then when they told me it was $180, I said I'd rather.
Just keep it, bro. Keep the memory, bro.
Keep it for
memory.
I'll keep it for the pod. Yeah. So if you guys wanted to see how I got scammed for $600 in Las Vegas, it wasn't a slot machine. It wasn't a table. It was this. It was a lucky box, like we talked about right now. So lucky box. I'm going to show you guys how it is. You open this pill. Right away when I seen this, what would you guys think? $600 jersey.
I'm hoping James Harden signed from OKC.
Yes. Yes. I'll take Russell. Yes.
Serge Ibaka.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in. I thought for sure KD. Even the guys around me, you can hear them. Oh, it's a KD. I'm like, hey, we got OKC. KD. I pulled it out. Here we go. I pulled it out. And what I messed up on is I looked at this side. Oh, number 7. I think KD was number 7 too. So I pulled it. I was like, number 7. Oh, hell yeah. I turned it around. I literally, you can see me just fucking put it over my head because it wasn't it. So, I mean, he may be really good. Chet Holmgren, I don't know. But it definitely wasn't what I was expecting. So, $600 for a Chet Holmgren jersey. Is this a win or is this a fleece? Did I get robbed?
That's equivalent to a medium well steak with ketchup on it.
That's a good reference. I'll agree.
But that's what it is. But I will say it is very much like gambling because as soon as we left, you can ask Krissa, I was fiending. I wanted my redemption. I was looking for another lucky box.
You're like, you know what, dude? If I dollar cost averages, if I spend another $600 and I get a jersey that's worth $1,200, well then I'll be up. But technically,
You know what it was too is because we went to a card shop. And we actually went to Tom Brady's card shop.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
We went over there. And I think it was there. Actually, it wasn't even there. It was called the Field of Dreams shop. Where apparently they have a bunch of collectibles. They have $30,000 collectibles there. They have tons of stuff.
That's the famous one in Caesars?
Yes, it's a famous one there, yeah. And so what the guy was telling us there, he was telling Krista too, he was like, yeah, a couple people bought Michael Jordan jerseys years ago. Maybe they bought them for $1,000. Now they're worth $23,000, $30,000, $40,000. So in my head, I'm riding the high. I'm thinking $600 for a $30,000 jersey. I'm in all day, twice on Sundays. And so when I bought this, obviously it wasn't a $30,000 jersey. So,
well, hopefully his career, maybe you're buying low right now.
Hey, we bought low. We're in. I'm keeping it. I might even hang it up.
I don't think it's a bad thing to hang it up for the sake of the experience, bro.
That's Lucky Box. When I go back to Vegas, I'm gonna get it again. But this time I'm gonna do the gold. I'm gonna see what I get in the gold.
You have the both.
You know what's crazy is some people have hit Saquon Barkley
on the gold?
in the gold. Half
Signed?
the price. Signed.
Wow.
That's
That's the lore, bro. It's like the roulette. You see the guy that just hit for $15K on the fucking roulette. So you go in and
yeah, but I mean, first thing I posted a video about it, and I thought immediately I was gonna get roasted. I'm still waiting for some of the reactions to come in for that, just because getting roasted on if it's a major loss or major win. But I have been getting roasted a lot lately.
on what though?
For one take.
Trash take.
Mark, you wanna relive the take here?
Yes. So, Anthony's trash take about San Francisco having terrible ballpark food.
I stand by. I didn't say terrible. I said it has the worst food I've ever had in my life.
The worst food he's ever
Wow.
had. So let's see if he
you know
can
what? In the comments,
redeem
you did
himself.
you did get eaten up in
You
there.
did get eaten up. What are
you know,
your?
like, you know the thing is, real Giants fans that really know ball, you can tell. The guys that have been going to Oracle Park for 30 years. These guys were the guys in the comments that told me down below. They said, yeah, I have noticed that. It has been going down. It hasn't been that good. It used to be good, not good anymore. Real ball knowers, no ball.
Yeah, they got to save some money somewhere.
Yeah, well, also too, you know what I was reading, a lot of them too were saying like they kind of they agree to some extent, but they're like, you got to try this, and then there was other people that just got rage baited to fucking eternity, bro. But
you know what the worst thing is? You called it a lobster sandwich. It's not even a lobster sandwich. It's a crab
Bro,
sandwich.
I haven't gone in so long.
You were the fan.
I haven't
the
gone
Giants
in
fan
so
that didn't
long.
even know your own
Dude,
stadium.
That's
embarrassing.
I don't go to a baseball
Wow.
game to enjoy the food. I go to watch the game.
That's
Like I'm going there to get hot dogs.
But
soda.
listen, my argument though with like this is just the way I feel about stadiums and going to see a live sporting event is that you go there for the experience, and part of the experience at a live sporting event is the food. If you want to watch the game, you can watch it at home, you watch it on your phone. But even at a Super Bowl party, yes, you're watching the game.
The experience for me though is the atmosphere and the game. It's not I don't focus on the food. Okay, my experience is the atmosphere and the game. See, someone else's might be the food and the game, or the food and the atmosphere. You know, but mine.
I see what you mean.
The food,
I would say if you don't
could
have
care less
taste
for the
buds
food.
and you're not used to actually having good food, then yeah, for sure, just go for the game and don't go for the food.
I'm just there to drink some beer and watch some baseball. Okay.
You want to do the fake 9x9 challenge, bro?
So, well,
You know what I said earlier when I said Mark eats TV dinners that are frozen and called it steak?
You never said that.
There we go. I did say that. Play the clip. Thank you.
He actually did say that.
Yeah, hey,
You didn't even catch it, bro.
He's on a hot one today.
This is coming from the guy that gets the medium well. Okay.
We'll catch up.
But AP, let's get you some points. What are your top 3 favorite ballpark foods?
Top 3 ballpark foods.
Name the ballpark. Name the food item.
Well, just prepare for this to be completely biased, by the way. But it's probably gonna say within one
and let us
stadium.
know if it includes ketchup.
Okay. So, number 1 ballpark food I've ever had in my life.
You know, not just ballpark, sports.
By
stadium
Cellular
food.
Rawhide chili cheese.
Sure. Okay. Sports. Number 1 ballpark food. We're starting off strong. Yankee Stadium. Low bells, prime meats at Yankee Stadium. It is the best meat I've ever had at a baseball game.
No pause.
Hands down.
No pause. One of the best meat you've ever had.
Number 2. We're keeping it going here. The train, stay on it because we're not going far. Ladies and gentlemen, number 2, Yankee Stadium. The Aaron Judge Wagyu 99 burger is amazing. Amazing.
Is the first
Is it
Aaron
made
Judge's
of?
actual meat?
Is it made of his meat?
Is it A5?
You know, actually, fun fact, Low Bells makes the Wagyu meat for the Aaron Judge burger.
Ooh.
So it's in the same family.
Okay, this sounds extremely biased now.
That's. But you know what? Honestly, though, even if you like go and look at lists, because after the whole little debacle, I kind of wanted to do my research. The fucked up thing is a lot of the Yankee ones are on the top, like from unbiased lists. So I at least gotta, you know.
And the Giants did win the best ballpark for the views. So.
According to
views,
who?
yeah.
For the views.
Who?
The views
the
are pretty.
views.
The views
Who?
are pretty crazy though. Like they're fire.
Who said that?
Statistics, bro. Look it up.
That's crazy.
It was.
So I saw so many fans saying that, but as soon as I said, "Where did you get that information from?" Every single fan, no comment back.
It's from the San Francisco. What is it? What is it called?
Chronicle.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. What's number 3? I'll give you one. Number 3, just so you know it's unbiased, we're taking it all the way down to Ice Cube's favorite ballpark. Not my favorite ballpark. I have a lot of bad memories here. But Los Angeles Dodgers, it's a new item that I really like. Switching up a little bit. It has the spicy teriyaki chicken bucket with the waffle fries in there at Dodger Stadium. That is number 3 for me. It was super good. I could have went back to Yankee Stadium.
I know you
But I am withholding because they have pasta now. They have garlic bread. They also have desserts that are to die for at Yankee Stadium. But just to keep it unbiased, I gave you a little alley-oop there at Dodger Stadium. But nowhere in my top 3, I would say nowhere in my top 100 does Oracle Park's crab sandwich land on my list for top best food. It's not even top 100.
You don't like seafood.
I don't like bad food. I see bad food at Oracle Park. That is horrible. The worst.
Well, let us know. Is this list valid?
Let me know down in the comments. Is my list valid? Or do you think Oracle Park or another park has some of the best food in the MLB or in sports? Let me know down below.
I think the really high Papa Murphy's pizza is the best, bro.
But aside from food, we talked a lot about food today. We're not definitely a food podcast, right? So we're going to switch gears a little bit to some of the upcoming stuff we have going on because there's a lot of cool upcoming stuff that are happening these next 3 weeks, right? Where this upcoming week, we have a former guest, a current Academy West sponsored athlete. We're partnering up with her. Jenna the Gem Creason is fighting this upcoming weekend right here in the Central Valley. It's her first MMA fight. She's in the cage. She talked a lot about on the previous episode that she was finally excited to get back to MMA. She was doing boxing a little bit, but her heart lies in the cage in MMA. So we're excited. We're excited to go out and see her, talk a little bit about that, and why we're excited for the upcoming fight.
Yeah, super exciting. If you're from Visalia or native from the Central Valley, you know exactly who Jenna the Gem is. And if you've seen the episode, if you haven't seen the episode, go watch it. You'll get to know a lot more about her story. And her story, the cool thing about her is like she's very much a Central Valley. Like she has a lot of the Central Valley energy. She's like an icon here because she comes from she's gritty. She comes from nothing, and she's worked very hard in the combat sports space to make a name for herself. And
she does everything. She refs.
Yes,
she works
she's very involved with the community too.
That's
what I was gonna say. Not only is she a great athlete and she goes out and she beats the shit out of people, but also too she's a very influential part of the community for the good of the community. She's very involved with a lot of programs with the kids here in Visalia. So we're super excited, man. It's always good when we have great people to be part of the Academy West team, and
let's go.
It's gonna be exciting, yeah.
Team Jenna the Gem. We got that upcoming. After that as well, I think the very next weekend, we have 2 more Academy West sponsored fighters we're partnering up with over there in John Scrappy Ramirez. Go back and watch that episode. It was a banger episode that we had. He's fighting in San Jose on that card over there. Mm-hmm. On that same exact card is Jordan, the Brazen Bull Fuentes, Fresno icon around here, Golden Boy. He's going to be on that card as well. Mm-hmm. And these 2 fighters, some of the most exciting fighters in boxing right now. Obviously, Scrappy, ranked number 1 contender right now, leading up to the title. Jordan's working his way up. He'll be there very soon as well. So talk about that. Tell us how excited you are for that.
Yeah, so we're super hyped up. May has been a super busy month. Obviously, we kicked it off with the massive fight, Cinco de Mayo, and then we have Jenna, and then we have another boxing card over here in San Jose, so it's going to be local as well. So if you're in the area, or if you're local to California, you can very much make that drive. But we're going to have the boy John Scrappy Ramirez. Again, if you haven't seen that episode, hell of a guy. And then we have the boy Jordan. So we're very excited. Like Anthony was saying, Jordan is one of the blue chip prospects there in Golden Boy, and he's been beating the shit out of people. In fact, he put up one of the biggest shows here in the Central Valley at the Save Mart Center. Shit ton of people, sold out crowd, and they all came for him. So he rolls very, very deep. His crowd is they're very tight knit. It's like a family whenever you talk to anybody that supports Jordan. Jordan, he's a super cool guy, stand up guy. And the cool thing is, all these people that we work with, man, they love to give back to the community. You can always catch Jordan at the local boxing events. He's going out there just meeting the kids, giving people game. And he's just a really cool fucking dude in general. So we're super excited for him and the fight that him and Scrappy got coming up, dude. And it's fun, dude. It's fun. just to see our boys go to bat, dude.
It's cool. I mean, we're just born insurance guys behind the desk. We're business guys. And I tell you, I would never get in the ring like that. I am definitely a lover, not a fighter. I've said it on multiple podcasts before. What about you, Mark? Would you ever get in the ring?
Yeah, I get in the ring. Yeah, it just depends. Like,
But
it depends.
Would you really?
Like if it's like a matchup, like someone my weight, I would.
so what if
But
oh
like
my,
Jordan, no, Jordan would like knock my
I
eyeball
gotcha,
out. Like,
dude. What if we get you a match, dude? With we'll have a what's the name of the streamer here in Visalia, the big guy. He's kind of blowing up a little bit. From Visalia, the streamer from Visalia.
I've seen this guy.
Yes.
BB Jake.
BB Jake. What if we get BB Jake to set up a match, bro? And we get you somebody that matches up with you, bro.
No.
Kind of like, okay, so for example, you kind of see like Aiden Ross is gonna have Johnny Manziel fight Bob Menery, like that type of match.
You kind of strike me as a Bob Menery guy.
You are a
Like-
little bit like
like,
a Bob Menery guy.
I would
Cooler,
like to get
Cool.
in like a boxing match, but it's just.
Would
It's
you
high,
really?
It's high risk for me. Like I could go blind in my.
But what
left
if you
eye.
have what if you have 3 months to train? Another person you're gonna fight
Wait, do you have?
is in a very similar,
like
physical.
my left eye is like prone to.
Have you ever
like-
had
Oh wait,
fighting
losing
experience?
that's a real thing.
I've had fighting experience.
How? Where?
I did taekwondo.
Did you
So it
really?
wouldn't be boxing. It'll be like MMA.
Aren't you a black belt? Or
no,
Carmen's a black
I
belt?
stopped. My wife's a 3rd-degree black belt.
Oh, so
Carmen
your-
is a dog.
oh,
bro.
so your
She can
wife-
do backflips.
Okay. So she tells you when to go to bed.
Is that what? Is that how you found? Is that how you found out that you could go blind after she kicked the shit out of your head?
No. I got shot in the eye as a kid with a paintball gun, so I could go blind for like. head
Like with
trauma.
contact?
Wait, let's
Yeah.
stay on that topic. How is it knowing that your wife can full on mount you and just flip you upside down?
Okay, there's no
if she wanted to.
mounting in taekwondo. Okay,
She
It's
can she can do
taekwondo.
whatever she wants with you.
No.
She could ninja kick you though.
We've sparred.
You smart your wife.
Yeah, we sparred.
Was Amalia? Where'd you press put Amalia, bro?
Oh, this is a while back.
That was
This
that
was
like
just
was
before-
that? It was. I was gonna say it was before Amalia was made. That
We
was a
did-
foreplay.
We did.
leading up
We
into
were in
fucking-
taekwondo together, and then I proposed to her. After that, we stopped doing taekwondo.
Who
Yeah, that's
won the
cool,
spar?
It was a draw.
Okay,
Oh,
that
was it?
tells me Carmen won.
So I was going for a kick, and she checked my kick, and I broke my toe.
So she beat you.
No, yeah,
exactly.
but
No.
that you won, bro.
Because technically, she DQ'd herself with the check because like she couldn't stand on.
But
her.
you
can
broke
check
your
kicks.
toe.
I would still go. Hey, people fight with broken toes and fingers in the UFC.
You didn't.
I didn't DQ.
But that's an interesting topic. How would you feel if your wife or your partner is a better fighter than you? How would you feel?
You know what?
Well,
you do?
You're gonna have to go to the gym and learn it, dude. You're gonna have to go to the gym and
Hey, the
Hey,
gym.
Mark, how does it feel?
The gym doesn't.
You're in it. You're in
No,
the thick
no.
of it.
Hey, if I'm the one going in kicking people.
If you guys are in the store, you're shopping at Target, something goes down.
Here's the
Someone's
thing.
trying to rob Target.
Here's the line of defense.
You hide behind her.
Hey, what? Someone robs Target. That's not my. We're out. We're not.
so let's say
I'm not
okay.
gonna
So
do-
let's say it's like Batman and you're gonna get mugged. Like, do you pick up Amalia and then Carmen fights for everybody?
If I'm Batman,
Yes. You're at night. You're walking down the street. Someone tries to mug you guys.
okay, well then me and Carmen are getting shot. Amalia's gonna avenge us, and she's gonna become the
No,
Night
I want you to
Crusader.
take it serious. Who would fight off the robber?
Me,
No, you wouldn't.
You know
If
what?
I go down-
She's a
you know
black
what?
belt.
bro.
If I'm seeing things, I think this is what would
okay,
happen.
look,
You
hold
would
on.
take a while to
No,
react because you have a
guys-
bad eye. Carmen would
No.
react quickly, kick the fucking
No.
gun out of the guy's hand,
She would automatically.
and then
Here's
you
the
would jump
thing,
on the
here's
guy.
Here's the thing.
she would tell you, "Go away in the car."
Black belt is discipline and technique. Okay,
That's crazy.
black belt is discipline and technique, but
But you don't
to
have a black
still-
belt.
To still fight, you
She
still
has a
need
black
you
belt.
still need power and strength to do damage to someone.
So you're saying your wife is not powerful or strong?
She will know how to kick you somewhere that would hurt, but would it
Trying to
put,
explain
but
too
would
much.
it put it wouldn't put someone down that's like 200.
That's what I'm saying. She would kick the gun out of the guy's hand, and then you would have to. Hopefully, you react quickly, bro. And you
Okay.
could just jump on the guy or
When,
the, or
when
the
she
woman.
when
Hopefully
she
you
was,
ran to
when
the
she
car
was
quick enough.
actively competing, I could see that happening. But as of right now, she's not as flexible, you know.
Maybe she's sandbagging you, bro. So
No, and I'm
She
not.
makes
I'm
you
not,
feel
I'm
strong.
not
Okay,
talking.
that's good.
I'm not talking her down.
Good
But
wife here.
no, yeah, you're not talking. You're not
It's not like
talking
she's
down.
talking you up. She makes you feel good. That's what a
No.
wife's supposed to do. It's good.
no,
But deep down, she knows if there's a robber, you guys are in the black, dark alley.
She knows she's up to bat first. Bro.
She's up to bat.
no. I'm.
You're
up to
waiting in the
bat.
car.
I'm
You're
up
going to
to
go
bat.
warm up the car.
She's the second line of defense. She's the second line after I get the guy tired. You know.
That's crazy.
That's good.
I forgot about that.
But you know what? That is.
You didn't forget about that. You bring it up multiple times, okay?
It's been a while.
At least Carissa doesn't have to put ketchup on her steaks, okay?
But you know what? He did convince her to put ketchup on tamales, bro. He's slowly turning her to the dark side, bro.
You know, that's a good question though. On the topic of ketchup and tamales,
Disgusting.
is there a difference between Mexican food in Mexico opposed to Mexican food in America? Is there a big difference?
Quality of meat.
You know, I would say flavor-wise, it depends. It depends where you go. I think here in California, we're very blessed to have like some areas or some places are very authentic, very close to like how shit tastes in Mexico. But I will tell you this, though. Like when I first got here from Mexico, I did not eat Taco Bell at all. It took me like maybe 5-6 years to try Taco Bell.
Were you just boycotting it or you just didn't
I was
try it?
boycotting it because I was like, it's so disrespectful that they're sitting here advertising that this is Mexican food when that shit is not Mexican food.
It is Mexican
And
food.
It would
What,
hurt.
what
That's
was
the problem.
what was the
That's the problem.
American food in Mexico though?
It's fucking McDonald's, Burger King.
Would
So
you eat that
technically
though?
it's not American food. So you're claiming McDonald's in Mexico is American. I'm claiming Taco Bell and here is Mexican.
That's not the analogy. Doesn't even translate, bro. But so my point is that like Taco Bell, for example, that is not Mexican food, right? I think everybody
They have
can agree.
burritos, tacos, everything.
But I like to think
Taco
if you're from
Bell.
if you're from
So
like the Midwest,
So you don't live Moss?
I don't live Moss, bro. I mean, now, you know what? Now I do, bro. You know what? So funny story. It took me like many years to try Taco Bell, but at one point I was, with my friends, well, actually they became family. Shout out to the boy Mike, and it was after a sporting event, and we were in the drive-thru, right? All of the boys were in the van in the drive-thru, and I was like starving, and all the boys were like, "Let's go to Taco Bell," and I was like, "Fuck, bro! Like I'm gonna have to eat Taco Bell. I didn't want it," and. At first, he was like, hey, Dan, what are you going to want? And I was like, no, I'm good. I was like holding on strong. I was like, fuck that. That's disrespectful. You know, I was like, my pride was kicking in. And he was like, no, are you sure? No, we're going to get you something. And then he's like, I'm just going to get you the same thing as Miguel. So Miguel, he got a beefy 5-layer burrito. And now, I'm going to tell you what.
The cheese.
I bit into that 5-layer burrito. I became a Taco Bell fan. But it's still not Mexican food. But now Taco Bell, it's in the rotation.
It's Mexican themed items.
Yeah, it's fucking whitewashed fucking Mexican food.
Mexican themed items.
Is what?
Mexican themed items.
That's a good way to put it. Mexican themed items. That's a very good way to put it. Even the sauce, like the sauce is not fucking salsa. Like no mames, that shit's nasty. But yeah, dude, I like Taco Bell now. Now back to the Mexican food question though. I think here in California though, especially the Central Valley, we're very blessed to have a lot of good spots. I think other areas of the states, it's very hard to do. I think the closer you get to the border, the Mexican food gets a little bit better. But here in the Central Valley, though, we have a lot of, like, this shit's fire over here. I mean, there are some spots that are rinky-dink, but...
I heard from friends that have gone to Mexico that Los Espuelas and Reedley is the closest to flavor in Mexico.
Nah, fuck no, dude. That place...
Years ago? Okay, I haven't had it.
You know what? The one item though that's been very hard for me to find that tastes just like home. I'm from Guadalajara, so Guadalajara. If you know, don't say because you're gonna botch the name, bro. It's gonna trigger me.
Say it.
Go ahead. So you know what I say.
Tortas aguadas.
That's what I'm saying. See the deal I gotta shit with. The shit I gotta deal with.
Is that the wet torta?
It's a torta ahogada. Yeah. So from Jalisco, if you're from Jalisco, if you're from Guadalajara, the tortas ahogadas, that's like a staple of the city. Fucking fire. Now that's one item that I can tell you with certainty that's been very hard to find.
Do they only put green sauce or red sauce?
It's red.
Can you have it with green?
No. It's not. That's the thing. It's not how it's made. But there, I've tried them a couple of different spots. I'm not gonna throw the spots under the bus, but I'll tell you what, that shit's not it. So I don't know if they're not from Guadalajara. I don't know what it is. But one thing I will say though is that the sourdough, it's just what I've been told is that you can't make the sourdough the same. Just because of the elevation and all these different things, the sourdough actually cures differently. And that affects the flavor of the torta a lot. Because the torta in Jalisco and Guadalajara, they're made with sourdough, right? So I think it's hard to get the bread right, and that throws off the flavor to like overall. But yeah, those have been hard to find. I think my mom said she found one spot in Fresno that makes them pretty fire. I haven't gone there yet. So I'm still searching. So if you know a place where the tortas ahogadas taste just like home, you gotta fucking let me know, because I've been in the States now 20 fucking years and I haven't had one. So
yeah, but ever since you mentioned the tortas aguadas, how famous it is over there, that's all this guy talks about, by the way. So now every time I see it, I automatically think this guy, and I send him the meme. Like I'll send it anytime I see it. I'll take a picture and send it to him. But aside from that, are there any other good Mexican dishes though? Because torta de ahogadas, I understand it's your native home dish. But what else is good over there?
So here's the thing. One thing I'll say about the dishes is that it's so crazy because Mexico's bag of dishes is so deep because every state in Mexico makes dishes differently.
How
So
many
like
states are there in Mexico?
I don't even know, dude. I think about the same as the states, maybe like 36 or some shit like that. But for example, take something like mole, right? Like a mole or like a torta. If you say mole in a state, some states is sweet, some states is spicy, some states is like more chocolatey, like bittery. If you talk about tortas, every state makes their torta different. Even their tacos are different. That's why sometimes, for example, Tacos El Gordo we went to, they're like TJ style tacos, a little bit different than the Jalisco ones, you know?
What is because the pastor, quote unquote,
It's like adobada. It's like weird.
It's different.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So it's crazy. But anyways, back to your question. You know, any of the dishes. There was these tortas, they're from Guadalajara. But Guadalajara, if you know ball, it has this famous market, very famous market. It's they have all kinds of shit there. You can buy anything there. But the food place, actually you can. Yeah. To some extent. But the food court there is like crazy. They have all kinds of shit. One of the items that I remember very vividly, so the place is called San Juan de Dios. So if you look it up, San Juan de Dios,
Sounds like a church.
Well, San Juan de Dios is the guy that where the Virgin La Virgen de Guadalupe, where he appeared on his sarape. That's San Juan de Dios. So the market is named after him, but it's the market, San Juan de Dios market. But yeah, that's why it sounds like a church. That's funny. Like, yeah. I never thought about that. Like from the outside in, it does sound like a church. So that place has crazy fucking food, crazy food. And they have a very famous torta spot. They're from the torta ahogadas. But they have a very famous torta spot. They're I think now they're called tortas locas. I think that was some shit like that. But they're fucking crazy. Like if you look them up, they're like viral. You have to go in there. They're like fat, juicy. Pause. And they put all kinds of sauce on there. They're wet. Like it's fucking crazy. So those are fire. Another thing to remember from that market.
It's an actual. So it's just a regular torta.
It's a torta, but with the bread, the pan is not like the torta ahogada is made with the sourdough bread, right? Like the sourdough, the bolillo. This one is made with the torta bread, which is more like it's like the whiter bread you see sometimes. It has like the three little bumps on it, and they just slice it in half. They put a bunch of meat on there, whatever meat of your choice, usually chicken, or beef, and then they just put all kinds of shit on there, dude. It makes my mouth water. It's late right now, and I haven't ate dinner yet, so I'm like starving, but. That's one of the staples, though.
So the bread they have at Vallarta right now. Which one is that? Is that the torta aguada bread, or is that the other one?
Honestly, the bread at Vallarta is just like regular bolillo, but even the bolillo is Americanized bolillo. So I'll put it that way.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, that one at Vallarta though they do sell Vallarta though they do sell like torta bread, like bread for the tortas. They don't sell the sour like I said. The sourdough here in the States is just not quite the same as the one like how they make it over there in Guadalajara.
Interesting, bro. So I don't know. I mean, I've been dying to try. That's one of the biggest things I'm excited about. Is whenever we do go back to Mexico, I want to go back with you. I want you to tour me around to all the best food spots. But one thing I can't get over that I've always grown up not liking is I don't like red sauce on enchiladas or a lot of things for Mexican food. I have to have green sauce. So is that a
sauce
thing?
though? Like.
What is the best sauce to have on Mexican food? Green sauce or red sauce?
You gotta put both.
You know what? It depends.
That's crazy.
It depends. Like,
but the thing is, you don't like it because the heat. It's not the flavor.
I just don't like the flavor. I've had red enchiladas that are red sauce. No, not hot at all. It just tastes a little more.
Oh, so you're just talking about enchilada sauce then?
You know what? Salsa or sauce?
You're talking about salsa or like what you
That's
put in your
different.
tacos or what's going on enchiladas?
Enchiladas.
Oh, then what?
Sauce. I don't like it in red sauce.
Well, it depends what's in the enchilada.
So right away when you told me the tortas aguadas is in red sauce,
so that's
I
different.
would put it in green sauce.
But it's a different type
That's
of
a
sauce.
different sauce.
It's a different type of salsa. Like the enchilada fucking
It's
sauce.
too complicated. I just want to eat, man.
Hey.
So red sauce is for beef, green sauce is for chicken and pork.
That's
Mark
that's
really
how
know balls,
you're
that really
Americanized, bro. That's not even true, bro.
But that's where you're gonna see more
Mark
common.
really thought he was knowing Mexican culture. Right
I'm just saying I don't put red on my. I'm just saying what I put on my enchiladas. If it's beef,
Wait, so when
I
you
go
go
with
to
red.
when you go to a taqueria, you don't put the red salsa?
Honestly, I don't put any
What?
salsa at all. I just rock lemon and meat.
Dude, I'm usually so the rule of thumb, like in Mexico at least, usually the red is the spicy and the green is the mild one. or like there's no
Are
spice
we
to
talking
it.
about enchilada sauce or salsa?
Yeah. So, but here though, like I said, because the people that are here in the States are from all over the different states of Mexico. Like some taquerias, depending on where they're from, the green salsa is spicy, and that's also a family tradition too. Like it's not even a state thing; it's like a family tradition, a family recipe. Because I've gone to taquerias where the red salsa is the mild one, and the green one is like fucking dumbass spicy. But then other ones, the red is the spicy, the green is the mild one. And then you have everybody makes different styles of salsas. Like some make it more like the molcajete, some make like the chile, like the thick one with the red salsa, and then the green one is like the regular salsa. So yeah, dude. I mean, salsa, it's that's a loaded topic right there. I love all of them. I mean, honestly, I put all of them. When I was a kid, I didn't like the aguacate one. The green salsa with like aguacate. I used to hate it, but now
it's too creamy and thick and
bro, but
gross.
you don't put it in tacos al gordo?
No, I
No,
don't.
really.
I literally
I
eat
thought you
tacos.
order some with it.
No, I eat tacos with meat, cheese, if they have it, and lemon. I raw dog.
Yeah,
it.
cheese.
That's it.
Tex-Mex.
You don't do lettuce, tomato,
No,
onion.
I'll do tomato.
I don't do tomatoes on my taco. Like
I'll do
like
ketchup.
once you put cheese and tomatoes on a taco, like you're already
I
north of the
was
border.
it was just an AP question.
Yeah, I said Tex-Mex.
That was an AP question.
We're talking a lot about food, but before we move on the topic of food, one last question for
Well, hold
you.
on. It's the orange habanero salsa is
No.
actually gas.
Wouldn't do it. Too hot. Before we move on,
Depends.
is Taco Bell real Mexican food?
Hell no.
Mark, what do you think? Is Taco Bell real Mexican food?
Well, I've technically never experienced real Mexican food, but no, it's not.
I would say Taco Bell is real Mexican food because it's a burrito, it's tacos, they have enchiladas. So burrito's not Mexican, really?
Texas thing.
Really? A burrito's from Texas. What?
Like actually in Mexico, it's very rare to like get burritos.
Did everyone know this?
We're cueing
They make
The-
them, but it's
the-
like rare as fuck.
the terrible take from AP again.
Am I the only one that knows a burrito is not Mexican food?
But surprisingly
crazy.
though, nachos are from Mexico. They were made in they were invented in Piedras Negras. It's like a city like on the eastern northern border. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm
Actually, if you go to
mind-blown right
that city, Piedras Negras, like their mascot is like a nacho chip. And like they're like
now. That's crazy.
everybody there will tell you that.
All right. Well, Taco Bell's real Mexican food for me, so I'm rolling with it.
Gosh.
Crazy.
Hey, we're gonna have this guy needs a Mexico trip, bro. You need to get culture, dog.
Do you get ketchup from Taco Bell?
If I had it, I would. No,
They
what
do.
I do
They
is,
do with the nacho fries.
You know what I do is I go to the McDonald's in Mexico and I have them ship me ketchup from over there. So technically, it's Mexican sauce. You get it?
The ketchup over there is better.
Just
yeah.
kidding.
I know one cool thing in Mexico, McDonald's, before we move on, is that they have what they call mac patatas.
It's McDonald's.
So the mac patatas, and it's wedges, it's potato wedges, bro. Potato wedges, dog. So instead of fries, you can get potato wedges. Fucking fire, bro. Honestly, I was so bummed out, dog, when I came to the States and I couldn't order the mac patatas, bro. I was just like, I was disappointed. I'm like, dog, how am I at the home of McDonald's? And potato wedges, they're not like a Mexican thing by any chance, you know?
Call it mac patata.
Bro, what? You gotta look them up, bro. Y'all gotta look them up, bro.
What's going on
Oh my god,
here? I don't think you're telling me you walk up to the McDonald's,
McDonald's,
in the line,
McDonald's potatoes,
and you
bro.
say, "Can I get some mac
patatas, bro. Yes,
So were those a separate item or included with your meal though?
bro. Look at him. Yo, look at him. It's potato wedges, dog. It's a real thing. Look them up. I mean,
I
dead ass.
believe you. I believe you.
Bro, those are
believe you.
fucking fire, bro.
Right.
Dude, oh my gosh.
I'm low key jealous that the McDonald's in the States hasn't brought
They're
like
playing
their
too much
international
over there.
menu over
They're
here
playing
yet.
way too much. That's like going to a restaurant. You know when you go to a restaurant and they just have some off the wall menu item,
Bro's
name,
ordering off the secret menu.
and they make me say it like something I just say, "Can I get this?" And I point. You don't want to say it. It's off the wall menu name. That's one of those where they're just having too much.
It's a double
mac
cheeked up.
patatas.
Let me
That's
get the double
crazy,
cheeked up
bro.
burger. Oh my god.
Double cheese.
Well, because patatas in Spanish, that's potato. That's like
Like you ever go to a restaurant?
patatas. Yeah, patata is that's like the fancy term for a potato. Instead of saying papa, that's like the Spanish, like the Spanish word for potato.
Have you guys ever gone to a restaurant and they have like, for example, slap your mama milkshake?
Yeah,
And
let me get the deep back shots chicken sandwich, please.
Sounds like any hot chicken restaurant that you guys are talking about right now, bro.
So if you guys ever been to or you ever heard of, there's a place in Seattle called Biscuit Bitch. You don't have to bleep that out. But it's literally called Biscuit Bitch. And on the menu, it has menu items like that where they say, hey, let me get a Biscuit Bitch, or let me get a slap your bitch, or let me get they just go ham. They go down the road and they don't hold back anything at all.
Let me get a kinky bitch.
Really
I think that is a menu item.
I promise you.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Let me look it up. We're almost done here.
But you know what? The food is gas. So while he looks it up, I'll you know, it's one of those places that lives up to the hype. But when you get to ordering, I feel like when you order at those places too, the cashier, they're kind of like making the eye contact with you, like, which one do you want? I want a number 3.
Could I get the number
which
one?
one was that? And they kind of want you to say, they kind of get off on you
So
saying
look
the
at
name.
the menu. If we look on Biscuit Bitch's menu, to apply for the job, it says, be a bitch. In parentheses, jobs.
Hey,
That's crazy.
You know what? They're sticking to the branding, bro.
All right, here we go.
They're world building.
You want to read off the menu, Dan?
I'll read it up, bro.
Okay, here we go.
Huh?
Dan's gonna read off the menu here.
All right, so I'm
Steak.
gonna rapid fire these from Biscuit Bitch. There's a free plug for Biscuit Bitch. Cheesy pork and bitch, easy bitch, gritty scrambled
Say it
cheesy
with some more
bitch,
sass though. Give me some sass.
hot mess bitch, smoking hot bitch, straight up bitch, bitch witch, dirty pumpkin, Seattle fog. Those are just drinks now. Yeah.
So I was waiting for the ending.
Yeah, that was it. They have. I was seeing if they have any funky names here, but buttered up bitch. What else they got? I think that's it. Let me see. But look, I mean, they got the straight up. Let me get a straight up bitch. And this is the description for it, by the way. Big ass biscuit, topped with gravy of your choice. Straight up bitch.
That picture how you think of that menu is how I think of ordering potato patatas. in
Patatas.
Mexico.
Ahora me pueden orden
Mac
de mac patatas,
patatas.
por favor. Claro que sí. Fire, bro. Honestly, bro, you'll go there, you'll try them, and you're gonna be very ashamed of the United States for not adopting that menu item, bro. I'll tell you that.
They don't even have people. They have kiosks now. So you're gonna have to talk into the kiosk.
No, you select it, bro. I
Go up
just
to
push it.
Hey, Grok, can I get some potato patatas? All right, I'm having too much fun with this. I was going to wear my 49er jersey today because we're at the point. NFL draft just passed, and we're at the point where the NFL season is on the horizon. You can maybe see it a little bit, but it's not quite there. You
I
can't
can
touch
smell
it
it.
yet.
I can smell it, though.
You can definitely smell it. You can smell the patata NFL season coming up. And next week, draft just passed a couple weeks ago. By the way, what do you think of your draft picks? Everyone here? We're all Niner fans here, by the way. Converted now.
Isn't Mondo a Raider fan?
Mondo's a Raider fan. What do you think of Fernando Mendoza? He doesn't care about it.
Honorary.
It's not an Overwatch skin.
honorary
He doesn't
member,
care.
bro.
Niners, we stole the draft. I'll say that. 49ers stole the draft with our wide receiver pick that we picked. We got some good depth for D-line throughout the draft. We traded back. We got a few more draft picks than we would have even had. And most importantly, we got rid of Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk's on his way out. That is the most important draft pick we could have gotten rid of. He's on his way out.
Shout out to the boy Brandon, though. But you know, on the topic of the draft, though, what about the boy? He caught a lot of heat, though. Or the front office or the back office caught a lot of heat for that one. For the homie, though, I think it was a good choice, though. But a lot of people, I've seen a lot of the non-ball knowing fans saying,
Niners?
yeah.
Stribling.
Yes.
Stribling's a dog.
Yes.
If you watch his highlight tape, you know once he puts on the number 15, RIP, hope Juwan Jennings does really
Sad.
good on the Vikings.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad. We're going to take a moment of
He
silence
was,
for
a,
him.
he was, a, he was a
But
baller.
once he puts on Juwan Jennings, former number 15 for the San Francisco 49ers, I can tell you Stribling's going to ball. This guy
gonna be like-
blocks.
it's going to be
he
like
has
a crap
speed.
tree, bro.
He has a big body to make sure he can go up and catch. And most importantly, he's going to be in the same room as Mike Evans. So there's zero way that this guy can fail. Mike Evans is in there. George Kittle is going to be on offense. Christian McCaffrey is a wide receiver catching machine. So I'm sure he's going to be helping in that forefront as well. Niners are going to ball this year. But this upcoming week, the reason why I brought that up is the NFL season drops, NFL schedule release drops this upcoming week. And I want to know, which 49er games are you guys most excited for this upcoming season?
You know, I think just because of the people that we know, I think the Raiders, bro. I think the Niners-Raiders matchup.
Raiders.
At Levi's,
Niners-Raiders matchup. It's been like how many years since they played?
It's been years.
It's been years since they played.
So the 49ers and Raiders usually only play in the preseason.
Yeah.
And even those games are packed. I have preseason tickets. I can sell those like a normal season game. They're so in high demand. But Battle for the Bay is back. The Las Vegas Raiders are taking on the San Francisco 49ers in the Bay. Levi's Stadium. It's going to be rocking. We're going to find out when they play. I hope they give them a night game or at least a primetime game. Right?
I think it's got to be a primetime game. There's no way they make it a rinky-dink 1 p.m. game, dude. They got Fernando Mendoza now, so that's kind of like a draw. But I think, honestly, that's probably the game I'm excited about the most. I think everybody, I would argue, is probably excited the most about that game. I'm sure the tickets for that game are going to be a hot commodity. Besides that, dude, I mean, the other games are just like every other game.
That one's going to be huge. I would also argue, I want to see when they play. They play Dallas. So they play Dallas in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. That's going to be huge.
The Jerry World.
I believe the last time the 49ers went to Dallas was for the playoff game that we beat them in, by the way. That should be huge. And last but not least, I would say
I want to see the Niners Seahawks.
Niners Seahawks, we got to run it back. If
Those
you're a
are
Seahawks
good.
fan watching this right now, just know the San Francisco 49ers are coming. This year, you guys had your fun last year, but this year, the 49ers are going to come into your house. We're going to walk the dog. That's all I'm going to say. The 49ers will walk the dog. They're going to put the hawk on the leash and walk him.
They're going to put the, like, you know, I think it's but like Falcons, they put, or like birds like that, they put like a mask on them because they get like two fucking, they're going to put the mask on them. Anyways. That was a niche reference, bro. You got to be in the bird community to know the reference,
At the
bro.
end of the day, the Niners are going to be better than the Seahawks. They're going to be better than the Rams. And most importantly, the San Francisco 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl this year at SoFi Stadium. Mark my words. Play this clip back in February on Valentine's Day because I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day. I told my fiance already. We're not doing anything. We're going to SoFi Stadium on a nice little picnic date.
Levi South.
Win a ring.
Levi South.
Levi South.
I'm also excited for, last but not least, I'm also excited for the New York Giants game. It's going to be in New York. They're playing away. They're playing at MetLife Stadium. Actually, I'm not excited for that because MetLife Stadium's horrible.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, the injuries happened there.
The injuries happen at MetLife Stadium.
What about
hopefully,
well, dude, last time I think last time you were in New York for Halloween, the tickets were like $60, bro, to go watch. It was a fucking prime time Thursday night football game too, and it was like $50-$60.
Yeah, that was against the Jets, so the Jets are horrible.
That's true.
So, but yeah, NFL season's upcoming. It's close. If you're a 49er fan, you should be excited because the San Francisco 49ers have a promising winning season that's upcoming ahead. I think this is going to be final of the year that it happens.
Who?
For the Niners. All my teams, actually. The Niners are looking good. The Yankees are looking good. I'm a Knicks fan now. I'll preface it. I became a Knicks fan last year at the end of the year. I will preface it. Actually, beginning of the year last year.
Yeah.
So the Knicks are looking good. Hey, AP, we might be turning a new leaf here.
Remember, if the Niners are in the Super Bowl, you have to go to church. You can't watch the game.
Why?
You're cursed.
That's the curse, bro.
That's
you
your
gotta break
curse,
it, bro.
You gotta break it.
I'm going to break it there. I'll tell you right now.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that clip in, bro, to the Niners staff.
Here's the thing. I am the only one, I believe. Actually, there's a lot of fans out there. It could be another one. But let me know down in the comments. I believe I'm one of very few that saw live in person. I didn't just go to one of the games. I saw the game that had freaking happened. I saw the 49ers lose to the Chiefs in Las Vegas. I was there. I saw the Yankees lose to the Dodgers. Other teams confetti in New York. But I will see this year, the Knicks are going to start it off strong. They're going to win. Yankees are going to go next. Niners are going to go last.
You know, I'll say this: if the Knicks
Put it on a
confetti-
parlay.
Put it
I
on
already
a
got
parlay,
it.
bro.
Put it on a
It's in
parlay.
there.
Three-leg parlay or what?
Make it 10. However many legs you need to run to that Super Bowl ring, put it on them. But I think that's a good chance. That's it for me. That's all I have to say. That's a good sign-off for me. But that's it for me. That's a good sign-off point, talking about the Niners, all my sports teams. But aside from sports teams, last but not least, mid-pod, if you guys can see it, I posted it on my story earlier, posted on the pod page story. We were filming this pod live when the Strickland versus Chimaev came out. And that was a banger card. You see Josh Van piecing up. What's the other guy's name? Not Temporia. Taria?
It don't even matter, bro.
It doesn't matter. He lost.
He's a bum.
Josh Van came out, showed out. This guy's a baller. And then last but not least, Sean Strickland, I will say, pieced up Khamzat the whole fight. If you're watching the same fight, if you were mad that Sean Strickland won at the end of the fight, you don't know ball. Because Strickland stopped the takedowns. He was stuffing them. And not only that, he was piecing them up. Jab, 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 the whole freaking fight. So if you're mad that Sean Strickland won, you don't know ball.
Here's the thing. Polymarket disrespected the shit out of my boy Joshua Van. My boy had, at the beginning of the fight, if you watch the fight, he had a 19% chance of winning. Now, I sat here, I looked at AP. AP was there live when he beat the shit out of the other dude. Was it at the Sphere?
Who, Josh Van?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Sphere.
Yeah, it was at the Sphere, right? And
actually, no, it wasn't at the Sphere. Sorry. It was at T-Mobile Arena.
I was like, there's no way you saw that fight and you have this guy's underdog. Like, I get it. Was it kind of fluky when he beat Pantoja? 100% fluky. But the fight before that, this dude was out there just slugging it. He was out there. He had a chin. There was not a lot of grappling game to show because that fight wasn't that. But to have this other guy come in as the favorite by such a large margin, I just thought it was disrespectful, dude. And so when my boy Joshua came out and started beating the shit out of him, my guy, look, I told everybody, Joshua Van, don't put your money on the other dude.
Tyra.
Put your money on Joshua Van. Yeah, don't put your money on Tyra, dude. Now, granted, he was a dog, dude. At first, I thought in the second round, I thought he was going to get put to sleep. But the fucking guy came back, dude. So, shout out to him. He's a
Last thing
dog.
I'll say on that is it was weird how Josh Van called out
Pantoja?
It was weird how Josh Van called out Pantoja and said, if you want to get a run back, you can get it.
Like, bro, you didn't beat him.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Pantoja was that guy. He's been that
He's
guy.
been that guy.
The only reason why that fight didn't go the distance or we didn't see a different fight is because he broke his own arm. He fell on his own. Nothing Josh Van did made Pantoja lose. So to call him out like that and say, hey, if you want it, you can come get it. Don't do that.
I would say it was the aura, bro. I think Joshua Van's aura was too much for Pantoja to handle, bro. That's why that arm broke.
What was he doing? Aura maxing? Frame mogging?
He was frame mogging him.
It was a stress fracture.
Joshua Van was frame mogging Pantoja. That was crazy.
I don't know. I feel like this fight got called a little short, though. Yeah, that guy was balling out.
It did get stopped early. You should have let him go. Went out on his own sword. I will say that because yes, he was beating him up, but earlier on in the fight, he let him go.
And I think he was deeper in the water earlier in the fight when the ref let him go.
Agreed.
I thought he was gonna call it then because he was on the ground. He was just getting pummeled.
Agreed.
But he was still kind of doing that scrimmaging along the fence. Same thing he was doing the fifth round. So honestly, I thought the ref was gonna let it keep on going like he did earlier. I'm like, you're already this deep in the fight. Let him either put him to bed or let him be a legit clean TKO. You know. So. Yeah, that's the only thing I would have. But it was I think that was fight of the night, though. I think that was probably the best fight.
Fight of the night. Strickland fight versus Khamzat.
Boring.
I thought it was a good fight.
It was just a lot of controlled fight. Like, it was just a controlled points.
No, it wasn't. Because if you watched the Khamzat versus Dricus fight, that was a boring, controlled fight. This was not the same fight.
So I would argue that what Sean Strickland did to Chimaev is the same thing that he did to in the previous fight. Like it was a controlled fight, but it was a grappling controlled fight, so that's a little bit boring. But what Sean Strickland did was a controlled fight, but was striking. So he was just pumping jabs. The guy didn't even let the fucking twos come out. He just jabbing,
keeping the distance for the takedown.
Bro, that's the same thing as holding the guy, bro. That's the same thing as just being on top of the guy.
That's not the same thing.
It's the same thing in the striking world as it is in the thing.
You know, so the crazy part about it is Khamzat went out to say he told Dana White, I don't want to fight at that weight class anymore. So it begs me to believe they were talking about Khamzat in the weight cut, that he didn't make weight. And they said it was very suspect how the weight examiner from the state let him go on the scale. It didn't settle. And they automatically called him, hey, 185, you made weight. So it begs the question, did Khamzat really make the weight? Or did the UFC and the state help this guy out to make the main event happen? Because they knew if that wouldn't have happened, if he would have missed weight, championship belts wouldn't have been on the line anymore. He would have got stripped, forfeit his purse. Tons of stuff could have happened, right? So because of that, they say he came in gassed, he came in flat, and he came in fatigued because of the weight cut.
I think so, dude. I mean, I think the comms that we saw was not. Well, I don't want to discredit Sean Strickland either, but I think for sure there was some corporate greed in the mix that made. But I mean, that fight happened. Sean Strickland won. So,
but I just don't know. After all that talking mess, could you hug the other fighter and congratulate him after all the crazy stuff that was said like that?
The dabbing in the ring in between rounds, the smiling.
yeah,
at each
you know
other.
what? Because you've seen other fights where they have legit beef, and they don't even want to touch the fight.
Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor. Go back and watch that
They're
fight.
talking about wives and shit, and like they don't, dude. They're not even looking at each other, right? They're just like trying to fucking kill each other.
But even after the fight, when it was over, they didn't shake hands. They don't want any part of that. But even if you look at that Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier fight, they didn't shake hands. They weren't kissing. They
that was
weren't
real beef.
putting belts on each other after. That was real legit beef that carried on. And they said even after the fight, I don't respect you.
There was some anger there. And honestly, that's why
Khabib and McGregor.
They
same exact
weren't
thing.
saying "I love you" in between rounds either.
they weren't. That's why I think they just played their roles very well for the marketing purposes.
Well,
of the
he
fight.
did say at the end, he said I had to sell it, and he was
Sean
apologizing. He said I
Strickland
had to sell it.
apologized
You
at
know,
the end, which is very uncharacteristic of Sean Strickland because for the most part, this guy never apologized.
I honestly, I thought he was gonna get the mic and say the same thing he's been saying on the podcast. Like, we're gonna send the Somalis back home, make America great again, or some crazy shit he was gonna say. I mean, I'm not. Don't quote me on those things. That's what he says.
put that on a shirt with Danny's face on it.
Yeah, and that's yeah. So
I don't know. It wasn't a good fight from Khamzat. I thought it was a good fight from Strickland. I
Biased.
like him being the champion just because you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what he's going to say. This guy is rumored to not care about the belts. This guy will throw the belts in the trash because he does not care about it, he says. But he looked pretty emotional after, so I'm happy for the guy. I'm happy he won. It's cool. It was a good fight for me. Khamzat, you want to see him go up in weight, fight at a weight class that the weight cut doesn't kill him to make sure that he can actually show up, be himself, because he wasn't himself. You're right, absolutely. Normally, he'll take you down. He has energy all throughout the rounds, but
like a bear, bro.
that was the plan. Strickland said the longer the fight goes, the more it's going to be my favor. So that was UFC. Banger card.
Banger.
I'm excited to see the White House card upcoming. I got my tickets. My plane tickets are booked.
I was gonna say your plane ticket.
I can't get in the fight.
Got his reservation for the
I
fight.
can't get in the fight, but we're
It's
going to
a
go
one
to the
reservation.
fans.
Oh, I booked it for. My assistant booked it for next year's fight.
You know what?
Hey, I'm going to show up and try. I'm for sure going to show up and at least try.
That's funny. That's cool.
But we'll
That
keep
was
you
gonna
guys
be very
updated on that too. I got my plane tickets. I don't have a hotel yet. I got to figure that out.
Just camp out, bro.
I probably will camp out. Maybe I'll do that.
Lincoln Memorial, bro.
But if you know how to get tickets, if you're selling them, let me know. I got a kidney. I got a right and left kidney that I'm willing to sell to get to the UFC card.
Let's wrap this thing up, man.
Maybe I keep one. I take that back. Maybe not the left one. Maybe just take one of them. Like, I need one of them. But Mark says I need one of them. Well, Chris is going too. Maybe we got two up for sale. We're good to go. But we got to get in the White House card somehow. But at the end of the day, a lot of exciting stuff to come. A lot of exciting stuff we covered today. And a lot of controversial stuff as well. We're being honest on this take. If the food's good, I'm going to be honest with it. If food's not good, I'm going to be honest. If the food is really Mexican food like Taco Bell is, I'm going to be honest as well. But last but not least, finish it off. Anything last thing to say before we wrap this up, guys? What do you think?
Taco Bell is not real Mexican food. That's all I got to say.
Mark? Any last words, Mark?
Ketchup does not belong on a steak.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Let us know as well who you want to see on the next show. If you have a guest in mind, let us know. Drop it down in the comments or send us a DM. We'd love to have them on the next show. And as always, we appreciate you guys for making the show as good and as great as it always is. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.